We interrupt the internet with the breaking news.
In one corner, Bob, a man who still lowers his voices at Staples. In the other corner, public libraries are hosting live pro wrestling to promote literacy. Tonight, the noise warning, the book-based body slam, and the wrestler named Llama Jack reading Llama Llama in the ring. Good evening, everybody. Great to have you here. I hope your night is peaceful because apparently the library is now where silence goes to get power bombed through a card catalog. That is a library language for a grown man in boots is about to enter fiction and commit nonfiction. I respect the warning. It's classy. It's polite. It's also insane. More noise than usual at a library used to mean someone opened a granola bar too emotionally. Now it means entrance music, body slams, and a librarian whispering, "Please pin him," in a hardcover. The news lands first. Bob expected a sneeze in the reference section and got WrestleMania with overdue fees. And the ring was flanked by bookshelves. That's not a venue. That's a hostage situation for the Dewey Decimal System. Bob answers a sharp counterpunch. He found the exact moment knowledge put on spandex. Still, the news wins the visual. You can't show me a wrestling ring between bookshelves and expect me to continue pretending civilization has a plan. Round 1 is chaos in sensible shoes. The library has taken the early damage and filed it under things Bob wasn't ready for. And that's the end of round 1, with the news leading. The event is called Lucha Libro because Libro means a book in Spanish. That is a great pun. Annoyingly great. I hate when the news shows up wearing a mask and proper wordplay. Huge Bob rally. He hated the joke, respected the craft, and somehow scored while being emotionally mugged by bilingual marketing. They say it promotes literacy, and honestly, maybe it does. Because if a kid sees a masked wrestler dive off the turnbuckle, the kid is absolutely open a book to find out what the hell a turnbuckle is. The news slips the jab. Education just entered with pyro and a library card. This is the first reading program where the message is books can take you anywhere, especially urgent care. Chapter 1, Curiosity. Chapter 2, Vocabulary. Chapter 3, Concussion Protocol. Bob is cooking now. That's a 3-part lesson plan with a medical waiver stapled to the back. But the library crowd loved it. Kids and adults were hooting and hollering, which means the library finally found a way to get people excited about reading, threatening them with a man named Jaguar Montayo. The news steals late points. Bob had the angle, but reality brought a wrestler name with jungle energy. And that's it for round 2. And then comes the detail that broke me. Wrestler Llama Jack read a Llama Llama book in the ring. That is not children's program. That is a fever dream with municipal funding. Llama Jack reading Llama Llama is so perfect. It feels planted by a writer who got fired for being too on the nose. Massive shot from Bob. He saw the llama on llama literary symmetry and turned it into a body blow. But the news keeps swinging. There were masks. There were boots. There were fans. There were tag teams near shelves. Somewhere, a librarian had to decide whether flying elbow drop belonged under sports, theater, or local trauma. The news explodes back. That's not a library event anymore. That's a filing system begging for mercy. I'll admit it, this might work. Kids learned plot structure, heroes, villains, conflict, resolution. If you don't return your books, El Chupacabra handles collections. Bob with a clean callback. Late fees have never looked so afraid. But I can't let society off the mat. We used to tell children, use your inside voice. Now we tell them, please, welcome to the ring, the defending champion of the biography section. That is not progress. That is a heel turn with a library card. Devastating closer from the news. Bob wanted literacy. Reality gave him a finishing move and asked him to clap quietly. Extra damage after the bell. The judges call it legal because nobody in this building respects silence anymore. I want a recount. Denied. The recount was pinned between mystery and young adult. What we learned today. Libraries are no longer safe spaces for whispering crowds. Literacy improves when vocabulary arrives from the top rope. And never trust a children's event with entrance music. The news wins by unanimous decision. Bob fought bravely, but Llama Jack read the room and then body slammed it. Until next time, good night, stay weird, and return your books. Because apparently the library has enforcers now.